Welcome back to a new episode of Off the Bench. Of course, I'm DeMarcus. Ty's not with us today. He has a personal matter that he's taking care of, so prayers go out to Ty and his family. Hope everything's all right with that. He'll be back with us soon. But as y'all can see, I do have a special guest with me. He's one of our upcoming high school players around here, just signed, with Maine. He's doing well with basketball. He's pursuing a state championship from Gulf Breeze High School right here in Santa Rosa County, next door neighbor to us. Everybody say what's up to Jack Banks.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. So, Jack, today we're going to talk a little bit about, your experience in high school, what you're looking forward to, going to college.
Right.
Being one of the players on your team to actually have an opportunity to be recruited and then sign an actual collegiate scholarship. So, first thing I want to get into, let's talk a little bit about who Jack Banks is. So, tell the people about you.
Well, I come from Gulf Breeze, when we're playing for a state championship, we're going over to Ponte Vedra.
Yeah.
And, that's where I'm from.
Okay.
Or Jacksonville-ish area. I lived there for a couple of years.
Gotcha.
My dad's in the military.
Okay.
Hardworking man, always giving me the opportunity.
Yeah.
My mom, a hardworking woman.
Yeah.
And then I have a brother.
Okay.
And then I have a bunch of great friends, a great community behind me for my collegiate career.
Okay. So what would you say, because I remember, I've been watching you for the last 2 years, and I've watched you kind of go from under the radar to now people know who Jack Banks is. So what would you say has been the biggest contributing factor to your game and putting you all where you are right now?
It's just believing in yourself,
Yeah.
If you don't believe in yourself, no one else will.
Yeah.
I have a great support system. Like I said, great friends who always, go to the gym with me.
Okay.
Always tell me to keep doing my best.
Yeah.
And my family has always been proud of me.
Yeah.
And they've always told me to do whatever you want to do.
I got you.
And this is what I plan on doing.
Got you. All right. So, as you were going through your, the recruiting stages of it all, I know a lot of kids, they don't get a chance to see that. So how was that for you? Was there multiple schools, or was Maine the main one that actually recruited you?
It was multiple schools. I had 6 offers.
Nice.
It was a tough choice.
Yeah.
But me and my mom, we went up to visit a bunch of schools up north.
Mm-hmm.
Maine Maritime was the school that, popped out for us. They treated me and my mom with respect. They treated me like a big-time recruit.
Okay.
They took Coach McNeely took me around.
Gotcha.
Took around the town. My dad's from Maine. He's from Fort Fairfield, which is not that far.
Yeah.
But it's Maine.
Okay.
But
so a little hometown loving right there.
Yeah. But I felt like a real family atmosphere there, and that's why I'm deciding to go there.
Okay. Because I've talked to a lot of guys that've had a chance to play college basketball, and I noticed that's one of the main things, is that family feel.
Yeah.
You want to be able to feel like, okay, this is my home away from home.
Yeah.
And at the same time, I'm going to be able to grow my game in basketball.
That's right.
Now, I know, congratulations on y'all winning your district championship.
Thank you.
I know that was big for y'all. So what was that like for you? Like to win, you're a senior year, like to go out, win the district. How was that for you?
It was amazing. At the start of the year, we lost so many great players, due to, there being seniors going off to play baseball and stuff like that. But people didn't really think we could do that again.
Gotcha.
And so when the final buzzer sounded, it was a sigh of relief.
Okay.
Seeing my coaches, how much hard work they put in for us, making scouting reports, making, all this film and stuff. It was honestly one of the best moments of my life, hearing that buzzer go off and seeing my coaches.
Nice.
Yeah.
So now y'all winning district championship. Now y'all in the regional semifinals.
Right.
Y'all playing Tuesday. Y'all
Yes,
got,
sir.
like I said, you got to go to Ponte Vedra. So what do you think about that game? Are you excited? You ready for that game?
Yeah, it's a business trip.
Yeah, absolutely.
This could be our last game ever.
Yeah.
And I'm glad I could spend it with my friends, my teammates. I don't plan on it being our last game.
Yeah.
You just got to cherish the moment, have fun.
Yeah.
Everyone gets nervous in the moment. I just have fun in the moment.
Absolutely. Because like I said, I've been watching you this year, and one thing I've noticed, like I say, when you play with a lot of passion, which, I try to tell, all young guys, they playing with passion, that's the hardest part, because once you can do that, everything else kind of flows together.
Yes.
So I want to kind of run down some of your stats, man, that you've been doing this year. So second leading scorer on the team, 12 points a game, shooting 54% from the field, 5 rebounds, 1 steal, 1 block, shooting 76% from the free throw line, which is big for your position.
Right.
And then you almost 40% from the 3-point line, and total points, 300 points. for the year.
Yes, sir.
So talk to the people a little bit about, like, what has been your focal point? Like, what part of your game like you've been focused on the most to help you get to where you are now?
Mainly shooting, It opens up the floor a lot if you could shoot the ball.
Yeah.
Over the years I've worked on, being craftier around the rim.
Yeah.
And being able to get a little
Because a lot of people don't know, you're pretty athletic, man.
Yeah.
You can get up there and put the ball in with some ease.
Yes, sir. But, being able to being labeled a shooter, you can pump fake, go to the rim.
Yeah.
Being able to jump over people is really nice. But shooting is the main reason all of it comes together for me.
Okay. So, so I know with your position, you play more like the 2 guard, 3 guard, or what?
We have a great sophomore. His name is Hudson Rowe.
Okay.
He's mainly a shooting guard, but once Max, our point guard, leaves, he'll be the main point guard.
Gotcha.
But, depending on who's in the game, if we have him in the game, I'll be the 3.
Okay.
If he's out, I'll be the 2.
Be the 2.
But either way, it's mainly just to help my team out.
Yeah.
I don't really care where I'm at. Sometimes I'll have to play the 4 or the 5.
Gotcha.
Based on foul trouble.
Gotcha.
But I just mainly just want to win the game, so I don't care where I play.
Now, going to Maine, what are you hopeful that you'll play more of? Do you want to play more of the wing, or?
I want to more of the wing.
Okay.
It's... I could be able to spot up. I could be able to, at times, if the offense is stagnant, be able to do my thing on the wing. That's where I mainly get all my points.
Gotcha.
The wing and mid range.
Gotcha. Okay. So what about your game would you say is something that you know? Okay, I need to improve this going to the next level.
Defense. I can get blots, but sometimes it's more of a rotational thing.
Yeah. But you're talking about more on ball defense.
Yeah, on ball or just off ball. It's more of like a collaborate thing.
Gotcha.
Maybe some ball handling here and there under pressure. But I feel like I'm a very confident player. So, but being able to know your weakness. And going into your off season, I plan on improving all those.
Yeah, because like I say, with this extended season, which y'all go on your run, depending on where it ends, you definitely from that moment you want to start getting ready for college,
right?
Because it's a different level, different animal, and the good thing about it with the run that you're on, you'll be able to see more collegiate players too.
Right.
You're going to go up against Point Vedra that's going to have more college players.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all get past them, you go to the finals, you'll see more guys. So as you continue to go on your run, you will definitely, see better talent, which will help you with, your game totally too.
Yeah, we've played a couple of teams this year. We played Florida State High.
How was that game?
We lost by 8, but I had 19 in the first half, and then I rolled almost snapped my ankle.
Really?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I had heard that you got hurt, but I didn't know what it was. I didn't know
it was.
They said they more were saying like it was a lower body.
Yeah, it was a lower ankle sprain, but I'm glad I'm back. We played Fairhope the first time, but all the competition around here is very good too.
Yeah.
But I would say in the Panhandle, there's some guys who should be recruited. That aren't because of the position we're in.
Gotcha.
So there's so much talent around here that people don't realize.
Yeah.
So
that's one thing I've noticed, getting into this area, going to school in Pensacola, coaching in Pensacola, going over to Gulf Breeze and seeing the talent. Yeah, the recruitment here is light compared to what it is once you get past Tallahassee and start moving down to, Jacksonville, Central Florida. And then South Florida is a lot more recruiting. But I think also too, I just think, when it comes to the schools up here, they're not necessarily 100% behind basketball like they are other sports.
Well, football, of course, football is going to be everything.
Yeah.
But what I did, I took time out of my weekends, out of my days, putting film together, emailing a bunch of coaches.
Okay, so you did it yourself. That's big because most players, they don't do that. So they rely on their coaches to do all of the getting recruited for them. So that's good that you did
my
that.
coaches are very good. They've had conversations with college coaches about me and my teammates like Max and Colin. And
so sorry to interrupt you, but what about Max? Has he signed or?
No, he's not signed.
Okay.
He's a very smart kid.
Gotcha.
He's my best friend.
Gotcha.
And he'll go play basketball or he goes to whatever school, and he's going to be great whatever he does.
Gotcha. Okay. So talk about your coaches. So what has it meant for you to have your coaches for the last 4 years of your high school career?
Coach O, Coach Onsmeyer, the guy you could really talk to about anything. He's kind of like a understandable type of guy.
Gotcha.
And, he's always helping me with little things in my jump shot or like a rotational thing on defense.
Okay.
And then we go over to Coach Aerosmith. He came in from Navarre 2 years ago.
Yeah, I remember him coming in. Yeah.
So the first time I met him, he came in. We have a 6-period basketball class.
Yeah. Okay.
And he comes in. He's a defensive guy. He loves some defense. We do something called the push drill.
Okay.
So you chop your feet. He says push. You push off your leg.
Okay.
And then you stop, and then you chop your feet.
Chop feet again. Okay.
One of the worst things I've ever had to do. Me and my teammates always used to
get mad about it.
Yeah. We have to do it now.
Yeah.
But I mean, him coming in, it's 2 district championships since he's been here.
There you go.
I mean, he's the guy, I could text, he'll be honest with me.
Gotcha.
And brutally honest.
Yeah.
Either if I have a bad game or a good game.
Gotcha.
I mean, I love Coach A.
Yeah.
I mean, he's sometimes he's he feels like he's in my real family. He's my second family.
Gotcha.
And then we have Coach Cobb, Coach Green, who's my JV coach. Coach Cobb's the freshman coach. They're always willing to open the gym, like Coach Cobb during the summer. Without him, I don't think I'd be
in the position you're in?
Yeah.
Good.
He's always willing to open the gym, take time out of his day. Because he's a PE teacher, so he's always in the gym.
Oh, okay.
So he'll open at 8 o'clock before 9 o'clock school.
Okay.
And then I'll do it for an hour.
Yeah.
Thank him, and then go. And then after school, I'll do it.
Really? So
he's a true grinder, like I think I am.
And that's important, like you said, for a kid like yourself and other players on your team that really want to enhance their game, having access to those facilities is important.
It's hard. Sometimes, outside it's miserably hot, but sometimes you got to do that. But being able to have a coaching staff that's willing to take time out of their day and their weekend to come open the gym, I'm thankful for them.
Absolutely. So now, like you said, transitioning into college, it's going to be different. What's the one thing about going to college do you worry about?
That I worry about? Making friends, I guess. I mean, away from basketball, being able to be likable by my, teammates, my coaching staff, and then other people in my classes. I mean, I'll always have a little bit of family up there, but I can't always rely on that. Yeah. You got to be able to open yourself up to new people. Yeah, I don't want to be the guy on the team. He just goes hoops and then goes. I want to still have a college experience. That's what people say. So.
And the good thing about it, the type of school you're going to do a lot of traveling.
Right.
So you're going to be able to see a lot of different walks of life. So I think, and I tell any college kid that's going to play basketball, it's going to change your life because you're going to meet so many different people and you're going to experience it in your own little way, which is going to help you 10 years from now. Yeah,
I mean, it's an exciting thing. Sometimes, I don't want to go because I don't want to leave my friends, but I'm going to get there and I'm going to be excited. It's a different path than some people who are going to Florida State or UCF or stuff like that. I'll be able to tell my children and my grandchildren, I'll be like, I did something different.
And, and also too, with you being at Gulf Breeze, it's a small select group of people that had a chance to do what you're doing.
Yeah.
So to be a part of that and then be able to pass that on down to the next classes coming in.
Right.
So now they know they have a lifeline to say, hey man, I can hit Jack up and see what it's like to be in college.
Right.
And what it took to get here. So he can help me get my grind up to become better.
Yeah. But I'm friends with some of the sophomores in my class. We have 2 on varsity.
Okay.
Very talented. One's going to play D1 baseball with his brother up in Ohio.
Nice.
And then Hudson. They could play D1 basketball. I think they're amazing talents.
Yeah.
I have one of my best friends. His name's Anthony Lee.
Okay.
He's always down to go to the gym.
Yeah.
He'll always text me, be like, what am I doing wrong after games?
Yeah.
He's like my little brother to me.
Okay.
And so when I go off to college, I guaranteed he'd be like, what are you doing up there? He'll be FaceTiming me.
Yeah. Checking in on you.
I feel like even not with the senior class or junior class, lower class, I feel like sometimes people look up to me.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's honoring that, the community looks up to some people.
Absolutely. So let's talk a little bit about your experience this past summer going into your senior year. 'Cause I know you had the opportunity to play with Panhandle Prospects. Right. So what was that like for you? Because was that your first time playing in that type of atmosphere?
Yeah, it was my first time playing AAU basketball, and I was a late bloomer when it came to basketball or taking it really seriously.
Yeah.
Coach Pope, you know, he sent me a message on Twitter. I remember it was out of the blue. I was playing Xbox. I remember it to this day. And he's like, come try out at 3 o'clock at Wedgwood.
Yeah.
Or the Ferguson Center.
Yep.
I was like, okay, we'll see.
Yeah.
I go in there. I'm working hard. All these kids are working hard. I don't really, I wasn't out of my comfort zone. And they made me out of my comfort zone. And that's what I think made me a better player.
Gotcha.
I was always doing drills, you know, easily.
Yeah.
And then they added something to it, and I'd mess up.
Oh, okay. Yep.
And I went to the tryout, and it was amazing.
Yeah.
I feel like I bonded with people. I've made new friends over the summer, which is very exciting. I've made new connections.
Gotcha.
You know, Pope is really, you know, you look up to people like him who help out the community.
Gotcha.
So it was exciting.
Exciting. Okay. So now, would you say for any kid that's coming up, would you recommend AAU basketball for them?
Yes. I mean, you get to travel. You get to travel to different places without basketball.
Yeah.
You think about that.
Yeah.
It's a whole different thing. For AAU basketball, it's very exciting. You know, you get to play talent maybe in your community you don't play
all the time. Yeah.
So it makes you become a better player and make you realize maybe I got to work on this. Maybe I got to be a step quicker.
Got you. Yeah.
So yes.
Yeah, because I think you know, in my experience with AAU basketball, you know, especially in this area, it's necessary because a lot of, like you said, kids need to see that there's levels that you got to get to in order to be a collegiate player. Because sometimes I tell kids it's not just good enough to just be good in your area. You need to be more statewide good and then nationally good.
Right.
And once you can get on that level, then now you have more respect in the basketball community. Plus the recruiting for you is higher too. Yeah.
Our first game, we got blown out by 50 by, I think it was an EYBL team, and they clicked for me. I was like, okay, it's time to. Yeah,
because you get to see, man, you start seeing guys your height playing guard, you know, bigger than you playing guard, or, you know, athleticism, you see it, quickness. So like you say, it made you realize that when I go back to go breeze, I got to get better at these things because it's only going to make me better for my team.
Right.
And then you look at the results now. Now y'all have an opportunity, real opportunity, like you say, to get to the Elite Eight and then Final Four and then hopefully, you know, in the 6A championship game. So all that came to be because of, like I say, you and others on your team realizing, okay, we got to get better from last year. Because like I say, I had a good team last year and then now this year got a good team again.
Right.
So, so let me ask you this. So like, who has been, or I guess I would say in AAU, do you remember any guy that you played against that you like, man, this guy is just elite? And then of course this season, who has been the best player you played against?
Off the top of my head, like playing versus somebody, I don't remember his name. He was a 6'8" kid. And it was the EYBL team. He was just running, dunking every single time.
Wow.
It was like that clicked for me. But I used to play with a kid. I think he goes to school in New York now.
Okay.
James Robinson.
Okay.
He was one of the most athletic players I've played with in a very long time. And even Ozell.
Yeah.
And they're very good basketball players. And around here, I could say a lot of people.
Yeah.
But like my teammates like Josh Whitehurst. Trey Durant, and then Ozell.
Yeah.
Those are, and then of course my point guard Max. And then I have, you know, my whole team. I could say my whole team. I'm going to say my whole team. But you know, there's some.
Y'all got some scrappers, man. That's one thing about y'all. Y'all do scrap.
Yeah.
More than I've seen a lot of teams in this area.
Yeah, we're gritty.
Yeah. Y'all do play with a lot of heart, which is a good thing. Because like I say, playing hard, that's the hardest thing to get out of kids.
Right.
And y'all definitely get that for sure.
Yeah.
Because like I say, you might not have all the athleticism, but you do have the heart.
Yeah, we have a team.
Which breeds the team talent.
Yeah, that's one of our mottos, the team.
Absolutely.
We put it on back of our shirts and everything.
Gotcha.
You know, we have a bunch of little slogans for our team that really bring us together.
Well, that's good. That's good. So now being on this team, being one of the leaders on this team, what do you feel like, you know, the areas of being a leader that you've learned the most from being on this team versus last year you was vocal, I felt like.
Yeah.
This year I feel like you had to really step into that leadership role.
I mean, you know, of course it's honoring to, you know, be one of the leaders of, you know, a team that's, you know, gone this far. but I've learned so many leadership skills from my coaches. My other teammates will keep each other in check.
So y'all keep each other accountable.
Yeah, we keep each other accountable, especially my point guard. He'll yell at me, I yell at him.
Yeah. It's all in love,
but
though.
all love. So it's it's very honoring to be a leader on this team.
Now, have y'all, because I'm sure, everybody's going through this. I don't know if, if you saw the whole, before the season, Draymond Green, situation with Jordan Poole. Have y'all ever had, not that exact situation, but have y'all ever had a heated practice before?
I mean, we don't hate each other. Maybe not punching. Maybe not punching, but we get after it.
Okay.
We have people who go after loose balls, and we go in the scrimmage and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But we love each other so much. I mean, I don't think we'd ever punch each other.
Okay,
maybe in a joking matter.
Yeah. So y'all playing with a lot of intensity and heart, but everybody understands.
Yeah, but we all know that
it's to a level.
Iron.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, well that's good, man. I think, like I say, what you've done in these last few years is incredible.
Thank you.
I think you're going to be a very good collegiate player moving forward, and also too, main at the end game. You go there and you got other opportunities to transfer to other places too. So what's the end goal for Jack? You want to be NBA? You just want to play college ball? Do you want to play what could you see yourself going with basketball?
Basketball, I just want to play college basketball all 4 years at a high level.
Gotcha.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't ever thought about, the transferring part like you said, because I want to, it feels like a family here, so I want to try to do all my 4 years there.
Gotcha.
But after that, if basketball takes me overseas or takes me somewhere where I could play it professionally, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
As a little kid, we've all dreamt of, becoming a professional athlete.
Pro basketball player. Yeah.
And, being able to represent my community in a different part of the world or even a different state.
Yeah.
It's honoring. So, maybe the end goal would be playing professional basketball somewhere.
Okay.
But if basketball doesn't lead me to that, I feel like I could do something else for my community and being able to do something for my family to help them.
Okay. Are you big on social media?
Sometimes. I mean, I have an Instagram, Snapchat, but, I'm not always on it like everyone else is.
Yeah. So what do you think, or how would you help navigate a player when it comes to social media presence and then focusing on playing basketball?
I feel like his social media presence is big, but you see all these highlight tapes and stuff. You don't want to get caught up in that.
Gotcha.
Like you see all these big time players, cameras everywhere. You don't want to get into that. You want to be active, but you don't want to get stuck in the loop of social media. Twitter is a different social media thing. You post your film and stuff. That's different.
Okay.
But on Instagram, you don't want to get caught up in drama.
Yeah.
You want to stick to what you're doing on the court.
Gotcha. And you let your game do the talking.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Exactly.
Okay. All right. So let me ask you this. What would you give, advice-wise to kids that are coming up that are like, kind of trying to figure this thing out, like you said, being a late bloomer? What would be some advice you would give to them?
Stick to it.
Okay.
You think about it. Don't let other people push you off your path.
Gotcha.
Stay in your own lane and go do it.
Gotcha.
I mean, I've heard, people coming up being like, I'll tell somebody when I was a freshman or sophomore, when I was 5'7", overweight, I was like, I'm going to go play college basketball.
Okay.
They laughed in my face.
Wow.
Some people like you're not doing that.
Yeah.
But I never got off my path because I had a great support system.
Yeah.
I had a couple best friends that play on the team.
Gotcha.
It'll be like, you could do it.
Yeah.
Playing rec basketball.
Yeah.
And when people laugh in your face or tell you can't do it, it's motivation.
Absolutely.
And so you can't ever get off your path. If you want
to do
your dream, you go do it.
Gotcha. Okay, well that's big, man. All right, so I have a little segment that we like to call "Getting the Game" on here. My guy Ty, he came up with it, so I got a couple of rapid fire questions for you, and I'm gonna give you a couple options. You let me know what you would do. All right, man to man or zone?
Man to man.
3-ball or a highlight dunk?
Highlight dunk. Okay.
State championship or district championship?
State championship.
All right. Would you pick, I'm going to go NBA player, Dame Lillard or Steph Curry?
Steph Curry.
Ooh, why?
I mean, Steph Curry's a winner.
Okay.
Steph Curry's a winner.
I like it, Jack. I got you. Okay. And then my last one would be, if you had a coach you would love to play for, who would you pick?
Ooh, probably, honestly, probably Coach K.
Coach K? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I watched the USA documentary about the Redeem team.
The Redeem team with Kobe.
And he's a very strategic. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I feel like if I played with him, I feel like I'd
be miles ahead.
Yeah, I mean, he's a very intelligent guy, so I'd really like to play for him if I could.
Who's your favorite basketball player right now?
Favorite basketball? I mean, I'm a Celtic fan, so I'm going to say Jason Tatum.
Okay.
If I play like somebody, I think I play like sometimes like Derek White.
Derek White, I like that. Okay. Yeah, because I've been watching Derek White here recently. He's been going off. Lately. My dad, he's a Celtics fan too. So he was telling me, he was like, man, I think we might be able to let go of Marcus Smart, because the way Derek White playing, he's playing.
I like Marcus Smart too much. Maybe I don't agree with that. Marcus Smart.
That's what I say, but Marcus Smart, he's like y'all anchor, because you got Robert Williams, but then Marcus Smart, he's that grit that y'all need to win a championship.
Yeah, he's somebody I'd want to play with if he was on my team. But if I had to play against Marcus Smart, I don't like it.
No.
He's always in.
Yeah. He's one of the few players, like say Gary Payton. Of course him, Dennis Rodman, Metta World Peace, Ron Artest.
Yeah,
like
you want those guys on your
team.
Side,
yeah, right. Even Draymond Green, like you don't want to have to go against Draymond Green. You want him on your team because you need him to hassle and aggravate other people versus yourself. Right. Exactly. All right, Jackson, we're going to wrap this up here in a little bit, man. So tell the people where they can follow you. I know you see you on Twitter and Instagram, so go ahead and drop your socials for them.
Well, I'm not big of a social media guy, but on Instagram, it's JackBanks24. And then on Twitter, I think it's capital J, Jack_Banks24. So I appreciate you guys for watching, and thank you for having me.
No problem. So, thank you again, Jack, for being on here. I really, really appreciate it in the midst of you going on this championship run to take time out with us. And definitely, once you have finished your season, we'll try to get you back on here, man, and talk about your experience with the run, where it ended, and then, of course, going into college. Yes, but as always, man, I want to thank y'all for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. Comment down below. Let me know what you think of this episode. And, of course, me and Ty will do our very best to implement on the next episode. Make sure you follow us on all of our social medias, which is down in our comments, not comment section, the information section of the channel. And as always, man, thank you again. Continue watching. We'll see you on the next one. Peace.
Thank you.